Hello Magical Healer, it's Sarah Estelle here from sarahestelle.com. So I'm videoing this on the cusp of a very, very important new moon. We're just about to go into the new moon of December 2018. It's a new moon in Sagittarius and it feels like such an expansive time. So whether you're watching this at that particular time or another time, I know and trust that you are watching this for a reason and that you need this energy embedded through your system. So we have a guest that you may be able to hear in the background. I'll tell you a little bit more about her in a second. But first of all, I just wanted to connect with you at this time and tell you how working with the moon has literally transformed my life. It was something that I did very intuitively in my 30s when I was looking for fertility. I didn't find the kind of fertility that I thought I would, but I found another kind of life that has so enriched everything I do. So in terms of literally transforming how I related to my own body, it was amazing. Just bringing my body back out of the forced energy that you might find yourself in if you've ever traveled the infertility world or know anybody that has. Just coming back into a natural rhythm was so soothing to my soul. And then when I started working with the business model and finding that I felt very out of sync with this kind of calendar model, the Gregorian calendar, it just didn't sit with what I was doing. I was doing lots of energy work, and yet I was working with a calendar that was so old world. And then I all of a sudden realized, so I'm working with the moon in my personal life, but in my business life I'm not. So why don't I start bringing the two together? And if I just turn my computer a little bit, you'll see that I have two calendars currently. They're both lunar ones. This one is 2018, this one is 2019. So all of my work nowadays is planned around the moon. And it's beautiful to see in so many people, personally and professionally, that sometimes there's something quite tiny that needs to shift in a business model or even in a personal life model, and it's just bringing us back into a natural cycle that can change everything. So at this time of this new moon, Sagittarius opens up very expansive energy, and here's the thing that I really want you to hear today, is that whatever you're intending right now is what will be seeded into this new moon. So I would ask you please, just this evening or whenever you're watching, because even if you're watching outside of this new moon, it's true for all the time. It's just magnified right now. At new moon times, our inner feminine and our inner masculine, excuse me a second, I just had to turn the rose off. She was about to go into another song. At the time of new moon, our inner feminine and our inner masculine come together. And for a couple of days, we have this chance to come back into balance. And whether we feel balanced or not, with our intention, we can bring those both sides of us back. It's like having the most amazing Christmas 13 times a year. That's what it feels like to have new moon in your body. So I would ask you, as you're watching this right now, no matter what year, month, time it is, it's just a moment to take a deep breath and come into your heart. And if you could dream your absolutely biggest dream for your life and perhaps your healing business, what would that dream be? And make it as big and as technicolored as you want. Include the holidays, the swimming pools, the love, the food, the money, everything that you would love, because you're sowing a seed right now. And if we do it within this collective energy, it's really, really, really powerful to do it with your inner feminine and with your inner masculine together. So, our special guest today is White Rose, and you can hear her singing. Now this is a white rose that grows in my garden here in southwest France, and she is an extraordinarily majestic being. And I knew straight away when I met her and I smelt her exquisite fragrance that she was a big, big teacher for me. Now I've known her for about 3 years now, and with my Music of the Plants device I can hear her singing, and this is what you can hear now. Now this particular white rose is a teacher of sovereignty, and as I shared before, at this time of the moon where our inner feminine and inner masculine comes together, it's a time of sovereignty. And when we get to choose what we want to plant in our garden, you have that choice. And there are certain aligned times in the year and in the lunar cycle where that choice kind of gets more aligned, and this is one of them. And all of this energy is embedded in this video should you be listening at another time. So I'm just going to be quiet for a moment so that you can hear White Rose. Isn't she beautiful? So, as we walk this path together, please, please, always know that whatever you're thinking at that moment, you are sowing that seed. And we are sovereign of what goes on here in our heads. No one else is. No one else can think your thoughts for you. Only you can. So sow those beautiful seeds. Use the cycles. And I wish you many, many blessings for your time ahead. Have a wonderful new moon. Bye-bye.